All right, mic check. Coming up, Frozen Creek, round one. Beaver Creek against St. X of Kentucky. Stand by. Good evening, everyone, from Good evening, everyone, from Kettering Ice Arena in Kettering, Ohio. Welcome once again to Beaver Creek Battling Beavers Hockey. My name is Kent Jacobs. Proud to be with you again tonight for Round one of the 27th annual Frozen Creek Tournament. The tournament started in 1997 by original Beaver Creek head coach Eric Gartz, who had been a minor league hockey player. He was a nurse. He was a high school and college referee, and he started the Beaver Creek High School hockey program in '97, and also subsequently started this tournament as well. So we always want to remember Eric for his contributions to Beaver Creek hockey. Tonight, the Beavers' opposition will be the St. X Tigers from Louisville, Kentucky. They're a club team. And so the Beavers, this is a rematch of last year's final. The Beavers defeating the St. X Tigers in overtime 4-3 last season for the tournament championship. And these two meet again this time in the first round. We are going to hear from our friend Rhonda Shamble, a realtor and one of the great sponsors of Beaver Creek and high school hockey in our area. And we'll be back with the starting lineups to start the game in just a moment. You're listening to Beaver Creek Battling Beavers Hockey.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Shamble, a realtor with Iron Gate and recovering hockey mom. I'm so excited to be a sponsor for Creek Hockey again this season. Several of my clients have sons playing on the team, and that makes it even more special. I'm confident that with Coach Gutt at the helm, you'll have another winning season and raise another championship banner. Best of luck to the entire team.
We will rock you. We will rock you.
St. X Tigers and the Beaver Creek Beavers from Kettering Ice Arena. Round one of the Frozen Creek Tournament. We're getting ready to have the introductions of the starting lineups here briefly. The teams are out on the ice warming up. The St. X Tigers in their all black uniforms with gold and white trim. The Beavers are in their white cream-colored uniforms with black and orange trim. Previous action tonight in this tournament, as this is game 3 of the evening. The first game went to the Prowler Hockey Association Club. The PHA Prowlers defeated Worthington Kilbourne out of Columbus by a score of 3-2. And in game 2, just concluded a few minutes ago, the Lake Flyers and the Lexington Thoroughbreds were tied 3-3, and that's how they wound up. This tournament is going to be on a point system where teams will win periods, and then they'll get a point for each period won, a half a point for each period tied, and 2 points for each win. And so they'll go on a scoring system for this tournament. Getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineups for each team.
Xavier Tigers versus Beaver Creek Beavers. Starting lineup for your visiting team. At forward, number 8, Nick Beam.
Luke Beam introduced.
At forward, number 19, Miles Fowler.
Miles Fowler, another forward for the Tigers.
Number 85,
Steve Wickson.
Defense, number 9, Charlie Rutherford.
Charlie Rutherford, a defenseman.
Number 89, Davis Nichols.
Davis Nichols, the other defenseman.
Number 55, Ethan Spaulding.
Ethan Spaulding is the starting goalie tonight for.
And now the starting lineup for your Beaver Creek Beaver.
Now the Beavers starting lineup.
At forward, right wing, number 20, Tyler Callender.
Tyler Callender is starting at forward.
Number 16,
Cam Clements starting forward.
Number 15, Alex Elsner.
The A-Train, Alex Elsner.
Right defense, number 6,
And the
J.J. Lehman.
defenseman, J.J. Lehman, alternate captain.
Number 21, Chase Newroth.
Chase Newroth playing defense this season.
Number 35, Ian Champagne.
Ian Champagne, the starting goalie for the Beavers and team captain. Huh? Oh, okay. They played a national anthem at the start of the evening, so they're going to start into play. The Beavers coached by Greg Gutterman, assistant coaches Brad Lloyd, Cam Quick, Eric Baskin, Pete Sandus, Andy Cruz. The St. X Tigers coached by Patrick Sullivan, assistant coaches Ted Nichols, Gage Gilson. Officials for tonight's game, the long arm of the law, Bill Peck, who was a longtime referee partner with Eric Gartz, the aforementioned Eric Gartz. Those two did a lot of games here at Kettering Ice Arena as a referee tandem. Rob Hoppy is our other referee, so it's Peck and Hoppy are the two referees for tonight's contest. We're all set. It's Nick Beam taking the draw for the Tigers. Beaver Creek coming in with a record of 0-1. There's a shot right away, and the Beavers score! Oh, right from the opening faceoff. The A-Train, Alex Elsner. His first goal of the season. Immediately from the faceoff. Beam and Elsner hook up again at center ice. Puck shot in the Tiger zone by J.J. Lehman. Tigers come away with it, kicking the puck into the Beaver zone.
Beaver Creek goal number 15, Alex Elsner, unassisted.
That was an unassisted goal by Elsner. Again, his first of the season. Beavers lead it 1-0. Rutherford for St. X. Passes for Beam. Shot. Champagne the save. And we're playing 15-minute periods for high school hockey. And the Tigers score. So we've got a barn burner to start things out. That goal was scored by Steve Wickson. We don't have any stats for the Tigers, so I don't know how many that is for him to start the season. Right away, 1-1. Again, the starting goalies in this game, Ethan Spaulding for St. X.
Number 85, Stephen Wickson.
So Wixon from Beam is the Tiger goal. Again, Ethan Spaulding in the net for St. X, and it's Ian Champagne down the other way in the Beaver net. Ian comes in with a record of 0-1 and a 4 even goals against average. Puck cleared out of the Beaver Creek zone. Back to get it for the Tigers is Travis Gibson. Pass at center for Bestenlaner. Here is Dan Bestenlaner wrapping the puck around to this near side. And there's a big hit in the corner. A couple of players go down. It's Calendar for Beaver Creek, and I didn't catch the number of the Tiger player that was down. I think there might be a penalty. Let's see. Billy Peck is going to send young Mr. Colin Duncan to the box. 2 minutes for roughing.
St. X penalty, number 10, 2 minutes, roughing.
Beavers on a power play. We're just 2 minutes into the game. We've already had a couple of goals scored. We're tied 1 apiece. And the puck shot up over the glass, and we'll have a face-off. 12:57 to go in the period, 1-1. That's Graham back on the ice for Beaver Creek along with James Smith. Alex Elsner, J.J. Lehman. Trying to get around defender number 85, that's Wixon. Was Lehman, but it's cleared away. Back to get it. Alex Elsner, number 15. Gets past Beam into the Tiger zone, but the puck stripped off of his stick blade before he could move in for a shot. Here's Beam the other way. His shot, and I believe that Champagne got a piece of it. Puck ricochets all the way back to the Tiger blue line. Back to get it is Johnson of St. X. Kobe Johnson, number 95. He dumps it in behind the Beaver net. Back to get it. J.J. Lehman, number 6. Head manning for Elsner. Elsner around Johnson. Into the Tiger zone. Try to move in front. Shot and pad save by Ethan Spaulding. Half a minute left in the Beaver power play. Puck shot in behind the Beaver Creek goal, played there by Kobe Johnson. Now puck shot into this near corner. There's a shot short-handed by Bates Simba. That's blocked. Puck comes to center, picked up by Elsner of Beaver Creek. Beavers on a power play. They need to set something up. Here's Elsner, a shot, and the save is made by Spaulding. Penalty's been killed off by St. Xavier. We say St. Xavier of Kentucky because there's a St. Xavier High School in Cincinnati that sometimes plays up here against the Beavers at Kettering Ice Arena. Puck rimmed around the far side down the ice. Into the Beaver zone, picked up there, shot by Johnson, save Champagne. Or correction, Wixon the shot. And not Johnson, Wixon. Beavers intercept the puck. Starting to center is Zach Brighting. Brighting dumps it in the St. X zone. 10:30 to play, 1-1 the score. A couple of early goals by each team. Here's Dow into the Creek zone. Brody Dow behind the net. Centers a tip. And it's broken up in front. Loose puck shot. Champagne the save. That was Miles Fowler with a nice shot from the right wing circle. Fowler again works in front, fires, and he snaps a shot just wide of the Beaver net. Tigers hold it in. Fowler again, a shot. He scores! Miles Fowler. A high-risk shot that bounces off the shoulder of Champagne and drops into the net. And the Tigers have their first lead of the night now at 2-1. We'll get the announcement on the goal. To see if there were any assists on the play.
19, Miles Fowler, assisted by 22, Travis Gilson.
So it was Fowler from
Fowler to Gilson.
Travis Gibson. Gibson passed it over to Fowler at the center point from the right wing corner. A nice shot by Fowler. It bounces off the shoulder of Champagne and drops into the net behind the goal line. Tigers control play in the Beaver zone. Leading it now 2-1. Drop pass for Dan Bestenlaner. Bestenlaner drops it back to the left point for Davis Nichols, but it's tipped away by the Beavers' Drew Vandenboss and back into the Tiger zone. There's a centering pass, but nobody there for the Beavers, and it's intercepted by Bestenlaner. Give and go for Kobe Johnson. Johnson checked. Lehman wraps it around to the far side. It's intercepted. There's a shot, and it's blocked in front. Unable to hold the puck in for St. X at his blue line was number 25, Brody Dow. Dow starts out on left wing, trying to get past Newroth. Newroth ties him up as they drift on behind the Beaver net. 2-1, St. X in all black uniforms. There's a shot off a stick and up over the glass. Clock stops, 7:49 to play in the period. We're just about midway through the period. Referee Bill Peck asks for a puck. Call him the long arm of the law. He's a retired state highway patrolman. He gives a brand new puck to Rob Hoppy, the other referee tonight, and he will conduct the face-off in the Beaver zone. Beavers clear it. Back to get it for the Tigers of St. X is Brody Dow. Dow's pass off a stick into the Beaver zone. Back to center ice now. Tipping it in is Travis Gibson, wrapping it around the boards into the near corner of the Beaver Creek zone. Coming away with it and centering the puck was Caden Barnes, but it's off a stick. Beavers trying to get it out of their own zone. Trailing now 2-1. There's a pass to center. Intercepted by Gibson. He'll dump it back in. Here is Dow at center. Brody Dow, D-O-W. Pass picked up by Barrett Armstrong. Barrett Armstrong of the Tigers chucks it behind the Beaver net. A couple of players fighting for it. Zach Breeding of Beaver Creek. Briding, I should say. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. There's a shot wide of the Beaver net. Elsner tried to tip the puck away, but unable to. It's now loose in the near corner of the Beaver zone. Pass for Nichols, winds up, fires. It's blocked by Alex Elsner. Puck kicks over to this near corner for the Beavers. Vandenboss tried to play it. Over for Elsner. Across center ice on the right wing. He's back checked from behind nicely by the Tigers' Nick Beam to break up the rush by Elsner. Here's Beam coming the other way into the Beaver zone. Beam behind the Beaver net. Into the near corner. Beam. Right point. Back to the blue line. Trying to get around. He's putting on a skating display. Now he drops it back to Nichols at the right point. His centering pass is broken up. And now a shot. Blocked in front. Beam wraps it around. And what happened? There's no signal. The net has come loose. The Tigers looked like they were trying to start a celebration, but there was no goal on the play. Champagne able to keep it out. Impressive display by Nick Beam on that last sequence, just skating around the Beaver zone, making several full circles from around the net back to the blue line. They do get a scoring opportunity out of that, but Champagne stops it. Here's Rutherford, a shot, deflects wide. Beavers trying to come back. Puck is dumped in behind the net. It's off the end boards back to center ice. After it for the Tigers is Duncan. Colin Duncan centers for Beston Lehner. Shot, and that deflects wide. Here is Kobe Johnson. Drops it back. Johnson returns it. Centering, and a one-time attempt by Beston Lehner, and he fans on it. Beston Lehner gets it back at center. Carries in the Beaver zone, and it's taken off his stick by Isaac Graham. Graham then tangles up. He's checked. Nice play on defense by Isaac Graham. J.J. Lehman. Hey, he stands up Gibson. He knocks Gibson right on his caboose. Loose puck in the Beaver zone, picked up by Lehman. Bangs it off the boards to center and trying to break out with it. That would have been the A train all alone had he been able to pick that puck up. Here's a shot by the Tigers wide. 2-1 St. X. Down to 3:24 to go in the period. Here is Elsner for Beaver Creek. Poke checked away, or correction, Lehman. Lehman poke check, but he's able to swipe the puck into the Tiger zone. Breiting holds it in momentarily. Then the Tigers come back. Here is Barrett Armstrong. Shot high and wide. Ethan Braun of St. X ties up with Elsner and Barnes of St. X. Elsner comes away with it. The A train working 1-on-2, and it has it poked off of his stick. For the Tigers, Travis Gibson. A lot of nonstop action in this period. There's been one penalty that was killed off by St. X. Beavers opened the scoring. Alex Elsner gave the Beavers a 1-0 lead, and then Wixon and Fowler have scored. There's a shot. Champagne goes down to make the save. He was lying flat on his back and made the stop, and he is congratulated by Alex Elsner. Great save by Champagne, and he gets a pat on the head from the A train, Alex Elsner. From the draw in the Beaver zone, puck held in by Charlie Rutherford. Rutherford wraps it behind the net for Fowler. Fowler checked. Now Beam trying to come away with the puck for St. X. For Fowler, shot, pad save. Puck still live in the Beaver zone. We're down to 1.5 minutes to play in the period. Holding the puck in at the Beaver line, Davis Nichols. Wraps it around to this near side. Pass for Beam. Beam carries behind the net, centers, but right to Isaac Graham. Graham trying to clear it. He cannot. It's held in by Rutherford. Rutherford at the right point. Trying to tip it ahead. It comes back to the left point. A shot by Miles Fowler. Steered aside by the big paddle stick of Ian Champagne. 1 minute left in period number 1. St. X up 2-1. Puck cleared all the way down. I think that's our very first icing violation of the game. We almost went the entire period without an icing violation. So the action has been pretty much nonstop. Got some messages to catch up on. Opa Elsner says, "Go Creek." Nancy Jeske says, "Ready to watch the Battling Beavers." Carolyn Smith says, "Go Creek, love you guys." Opa Elsner says, "The train has arrived," and that was for his goals. Nicole Elsner congratulating the A-Train on his goal. We'll get to our other messages here in a moment. Down to half a minute to play in the period. Isaac Graham. Pass back to the line. It's intercepted by Gibson. Gibson holds it in. Now Graham trying to clear it again. It comes up to Chase Newroth into the St. X zone. Centering for Elsner. The A-Train shot, and it's a save made by Spaulding. 8 seconds left in the period. Newroth was looking for the puck in front. It's cleared away. Isaac Graham back to get it as the buzzer sounds. The end of the first period here at Kettering Ice Arena. Stuck back in. The score after one period of play, the St. X Tigers 2 and the Beaver Creek Beavers 1. Do you have shots, Julie? Shots on goal unofficially. First period, St. X 14, Beaver Creek 3. Got a couple other messages to get to. Slash Dog. Hey, Slash, what's going on? That was quick. Good one, Elsner. That was congratulating Alex on the goal early in the game. Slash Dog said at that rate it'd be 45-45. Well, things obviously slowed down, Slash. Opa Elsner says, thank heavens for Ian. Yes, Ian is keeping them, keeps them in these games. He
Official shots on goal are 10-2.
10-2. Well, official shots from the scores table says St. X 10, Beaver Creek 2. So there's always disparity, and it's very difficult sometimes to judge these shots. But great to hear from everybody tonight. We'll talk about our sponsors at the end of the second period. And we've got actually a video presentation about there's a shot and a pad save by Champagne. Another shot, pad save. And from the rebound, it ricochets back to center ice. But we're going to have a video presentation about our good friend Bill Daniels of Dayton Pizza Factory. He was given a community service award from one of the major food suppliers. There's another shot. Pad save, Champagne. We'll have that for you at the end of the second period. 2-1, St. X leading it. Tigers trying to put some heavy pressure. There's another shot, and it's gloved by Champagne. Tigers putting heavy pressure on this Beaver goal. Again, this is a rematch of the final of the Frozen Creek tournament from last year. And that was won by the Beavers in overtime over the St. X team. Racing back through center, James Smith of Beaver Creek. Smith checked into the boards. Tigers trying to come back with it. After the puck is Johnson. Johnson back to the point for Rutherford. Return pass goes astray. Here's Isaac Graham. Graham bangs it off the wall for Mason Washburn. He's checked. Puck comes loose. Graham wraps it around to this side. It comes free to center ice. Back to get it is Davis Nichols of St. X. Rink wide pass Duncan. Over for Johnson into the Beaver zone. Johnson beaten to the puck by Zach Briding, who clears it away. Tigers reset at center ice. They dump it in the Beaver zone. After it for St. X is Kobe Johnson. Checked by Briding. And Washburn. Washburn takes it away. Mason Washburn flicks it off the near wall down the ice, and that'll be an icing violation against the Beaver Creek Beavers. Always want to try to mention our sponsors whenever possible. We got a message from Chad Champagne. Go Creek. Ian is the man. Thanks, Chad. You got that right. And we will talk about our sponsors as the evening wears on. There's a shot kicked out by Champagne. Rebound, J.J. Lehman. Pass up ahead for Kyle Compton. Compton for Elsner. Back to Compton. Sweeps a shot toward the Tiger net. It's wide. Now J.J. Lehman backhands it into the Tiger zone. St. X comes back. Here's Johnson. Kobe Johnson into the Beaver zone. Shot. That actually wasn't Kobe Johnson. That was Brody Dow. I'm sorry. Dow holds it in at the right point. Throws the puck in front. It's broken up. Gilson calling for the puck at the left point. Instead, it's passed off the wall on the other side. It comes all the way down into the Tiger zone. Pass up ahead for Nick Beam. There's the speedy Nick Beam. Shot, save, Champagne, and he'll hold on to it. I tell you what, that Nick Beam, he is a guy to watch the rest of the evening. Number 8 on the Tigers. He's a very good skater and stick handler. From the face-off in the Beaver zone. Puck cleared away, just neutral ice. Nice poke check for the Beavers, Brian Scott, to break up a Tiger rush. There's Beam and Dixon fighting for it. Beam comes away with it. Fights off a check, shoots, pad save, Champagne. From the rebound, it comes back to Rutherford of St. X. Here's Rutherford. Up for Beam through center, into the Beaver zone. Cutting to right wing. Tries to center it. It's broken up. Beavers clear it to neutral ice. Here comes the ever-present Beam. He's going to pull the trigger, and he's going to score. Wow, that was a ticking time bomb, was that Nick Beam? As he stick handles through, he reminds, we had a guest, former Beaver Riley Hansen last weekend, and I think he's actually here again tonight. But that play by Beam kind of reminds me of Riley Hansen, weaving through the defense and snapping off a hard wrist shot.
Nick Beam, assisted by 89,
Davis Nichols gets the assist on that. There was a shot a moment ago, nice save by Champagne, spearing the puck out of the air with a big trapping mitt. Face off now in the Beaver zone, 9:53 to go in the period. As we're approaching the midway point of this game, St. X leads it 3-1. Here's Gilson into the Beaver zone, drop pass, Duncan, shot, and that's caught. Shoulder high by Champagne. Trying to stay loose at the other end of the ice is Ethan Spaulding. He's doing some warm-up exercises, and Beavers need to give him some more business down at the other end of the rink. From the draw in the Beaver zone to our left, Dan Beston-Laner, I should say. Wrapped it behind the net. Beavers intercept. Trying to clear it with Zach Brighting. It's held in by the Tigers. Beston-Laner into the corner. He's checked there by Elsner, and puck comes in on Champagne at the side of the net, and he is able to stop it and hold on. Great to hear from everybody. We love to hear from you on the chat, even if you're a St. X rooter. We welcome your comments. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, and then you can, there's no charge, and you can get a comment in, say what player you're rooting for, where you're watching from. And it's great to hear from a lot of our Beaver Creek regular supporters. Good to hear from the Elsners tonight. And Nancy Jeske. Nice to hear from everybody tonight as we're back in action. Game 2 of the season for the Beavers. Ethan Braun of St. X. Pass off a stick to center. Gilson back to get it. Gilson, his pass for Brody Dow. Dow carries into the Beaver zone. He's tripped up, no call. There's a shot, pad save by Champagne. He goes down in what's called the butterfly stance, when you pin your knees together and hit the ice with your feet, your skates sticking out, and your knees pinned together. He's able to control that rebound. New Beavers on the ice. We've got Newroth, Graham, Washburn, and Smith. And Graham, I mentioned Graham. Shot and save Champagne. Clock stopped, 8:09 to go in the second period. Again, this is the third game of the evening. The first game was won PHA over Worthington Kilbourne. Second game was a tie between Lake and Lexington. We'll go over the schedule later on for the rest of the weekend. Tiger pass off a stick for Wixon. He chases it down. He's checked by Lehman. Puck comes up in front of the Beaver net, but off the stick of Steve Wixon. Wixon scored in the first period. There's a shot. Stick save, Champagne, and he'll pounce on the rebound with the big mitt. Alex Elsner back on the ice for Beaver Creek, along with Kyle Compton and Drew Vandenboss. From the draw, shot blocked. Puck held in for St. X by Charlie Rutherford. Shot, Champagne has to get on his knees to make sure the puck doesn't go in. There's a one-time shot by Nichols that's wide of the Beaver net. Nichols back to get it as the puck ricochets back to neutral ice. Wixon carries back over the Beaver line. Poke checked away, Beam picks it up. Beam trying to fight off a check, he's stripped by Elsner. Elsner trying to stick handle around a couple of Tigers. He was checked almost from behind. Nothing called there. That was not enough contact. Now Elsner checked in the corner. And the Tigers come away with it. Here's Nick Beam. Here comes Nick Beam on right wing in front of the Beaver net. Drop pass in front. And puck loose. Shot. And they score. Beavers had that broken up, but Fowler goes down to one knee as the puck trickled back to him, and he's able to bang it home. Champagne looked like he had the stop, and there was a congestion in front of the net, but the Tigers now lead it 4-1. So Miles Fowler is his second of the game. From the draw at center, Johnson. Into the Beaver zone for Beston Lehner. He's checked. Back comes Isaac Graham.
Colin Duncan, assisted by 19, Miles Fowler, and number 8, Nick Beam.
Okay. So there was a tip on that shot by Fowler. It was Duncan. So Colin Duncan gets the goal. Fowler gets an assist, and so does Nick Beam. Nick Beam set up the play. He sent it over to Fowler. It was deflected, and then he got it and shot, and Duncan got a tip on it. There's a shot by Chase Newroth on net, and Spalding the save. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Victory Machine and Fab, TCH Industries, and Team Sandness. For the Beavers, Lehman. For Wes Brighting, his shot is blocked. Beavers still have it. Alex Elsner working over to the far side. Elsner checked by two Tigers. Newroth holds it in. He bangs it around the boards to the near corner. There's a shot off the stick of J.J. Lehman that's blocked. Tigers lead it 4-1. They've scored 4 unanswered goals. Alex Elsner scored just a few seconds from the opening drop of the puck to give the Beavers a 1-0 lead. Tigers scored 2 goals in that first after that, and so far 2 here in the second. Loose puck in the Beaver zone, setting up a shot is Caden Barnes, and he whistles one high up over the crossbar of the Beaver net. Moving in is Rutherford. His shot is blocked. Nice play by Wes Brighting. Wes Briding stuck his stick out there and upset the shot by Barnes, and that was a nice defensive play. Clock stopped, 4:11 to go in the second. Here's Isaac Graham shoveling the puck into the St. X zone. Back to get it, Rutherford. Charlie Rutherford carries through neutral ice into the Beaver zone. Rutherford around a check, behind the net, centers! And there's a shot by Caden Barnes that was wide. Nice setup by Rutherford carrying the length of the ice. Emerging from behind the Beaver net, and he set up a shot for Barnes, but it was wide. 3.5 to go in the period. Nichols for St. X dumps it in, but that is going to be an icing violation against the Tigers. Heard from Michelle Kuntz. She says, let's go St. X and Brody Dow. Good luck from your Hubbard, Ohio family. Thanks, Michelle. Nice to hear from you tonight. And Brody Dow, certainly I've called his name out several times tonight. He's playing a good game. Bonnie Vandenboss says, go Drew. That's Drew Vandenboss of the Beavers. Kenda, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Kenda Clinic says, way to go Brody Dow. Love from Grammy. Well, thanks, Kenda. Nice to hear from you this evening as well. It is 4-1 St. X. Around to 3 minutes to play in the second. Kent Jacobs from the Kettering Ice Arena. Shot, pad save, Champagne. Rebound. Kicks out to Brody Dow. He sends it along the far side. From behind the net, looks like Beam. No, correction, it's not Beam. It's, it is Nick Beam, number 8. His pass deflects to center. Beavers pick it up, and it's chucked in by Graham. Stolen away by Gilson. Gilson over the Beaver line. Shot. Pad save. Rebound! Save! Champagne kicks it out, and he's able to cover. Big chances there for the Tigers' Travis Gibson, but he is thwarted by Ian Champagne. Champagne spelled Champagne. Looks like champagne, but it's a Louisiana pronunciation for those of you folks that are new to Beaver Creek hockey. Rutherford stops behind his own net. 2 minutes to play in the period. Rutherford outlet pass to center for Johnson. It's broken up. It's picked up for the Tigers by Bestenlaner. Centers! It's off a skate wide of the Beaver net. 1:45 to go in the second. Loose puck, kicks free in front of Johnson. He has it pickpocketed away and cleared. No icing on the play. It's waved off. Tigers reset in their own zone. Pass up ahead for Rutherford. Carries into the Beaver zone, but has it stripped off of his stick and cleared. Back is Alex Elsner. Elsner checked by 2 Tigers. For those of you like Tiger fans watching, number 15 on Beaver Creek, here's a chance the other way, and a shot and a save, puck caught by Champagne. But Alex Elsner, number 15 on the Beavers, he was a record-setting scorer last year as a junior on the Beaver Creek team that went 29-3. They've lost a number of seniors off of that team. So the Beavers now are in rebuild mode. But Alex Elsner scored, I think it was 70 goals last year. And And he throws his body into the wall on the far side, trying to check one of the Tigers. Picking up the puck for the Beavers and getting a shot was Drew Vandenboss. And a nice catch by Spalding. Down to 37 seconds left in period number 2. Mason Washburn on the ice for the Beavers with Elsner. Alex wins the draw back to Lehman. Shot right on, and a save by Spalding. And we'll have another face-off. This time Chase Newroth will take it for the Beavers against Tiger Caden Barnes. Barnes wins it. Tigers look to start out with just 20 seconds left in the period. Barnes at center. Checked by Elsner. He's run over by the A-Train. Elsner picks up the puck. Gets around Braun. Carries through center. Into the Tiger zone. And the puck rolls off his stick before he could get a shot away. And the period comes to a close. Big period for the visiting St. X Tigers. They score 2 goals, and after 2, they lead the Beaver Creek Beavers by a score of 4-1. We're going to hear from our friends at the Submarine House, and then we're going to give a presentation of Bill Daniels, as he was given a community service award by one of the main food suppliers of Dayton Pizza Factory. So let's hear from Submarine House first, and then we'll get into our presentation of the Bill Daniels Community Service Award. You're watching Beaver Creek Battling Beavers hockey.
Hungry for a great time? Maybe some great food? Then come on down to your neighborhood Submarine House. Try our oven-toasted deli subs, mouth-watering salads, pizzas, appetizers, and more. And wash them down with a unique selection of craft beers while watching the big game on our big screens. With locations around Dayton, in Columbus, and our newest sports bar in Kettering, you're never far from a Submarine House. Subs, sports, spirits, Submarine House.
And now we're pleased to present.
Joey Donahue is here.
Okay.
We want to interview him.
How long? Let's do the Bill Daniels. We're going to get see a video about Bill Daniels. Then we've got a special guest. You're watching Beaver Creek Battling Beaver Hockey.
Bill Daniels. I'm the owner of Dayton's Original Pizza Factory, and I'm the proud winner of the 2023 Great Pizza Give Back. We started Dayton's Original Pizza Factory in 1986. This is year 37 for us. Pizza is a great magnet to help draw people out, get them together, and that interaction is what weaves the fabric of a strong community. We're part of a team with local churches and community activists that started a neighborhood youth organization that was basically an after-school pickup, kickball, softball, baseball program. And by the time that summer was over, there was about a 40% drop in petty crime in the neighborhood. For over 20 years, we've donated pizzas to the winners of the Montgomery County Violence Prevention Program. We have a runaway shelter called Daybreak. It occurred to us that those kids probably don't get a pizza night. For 20 plus years, we've had the last Friday of the month be the pizza night. I'm very excited about the prize that we were awarded, and I love the idea that it's a sponsorship. It's something that's going to afford us the opportunity to take some of the ideas that we've had that maybe we haven't quite been able to afford, one of which is a scholarship. The Great Pizza Give Back has inspired us to think about other opportunities.
Your local pizzeria operators are some of the most passionate people in the food service industry. They are active participants. They are making impacts and positive change to everywhere in their area. And for a lot of communities, the local pizzeria is the cornerstone.
I'd like to challenge other people, regardless of what their job is or occupation, to try to figure out how they can do good in the truest sense of the word. Pizza creates obvious opportunities, and it's really fun for us to be able to do that. And I think other people will find it really gratifying and really rewarding. So there's the challenge. Find out how to do good every day.
St. X 4, Beaver Creek 1 after the second intermission. Zamboni's out on the ice, and we are very happy to have a special guest to talk to at the end of the second period here. It is the big rig, the diesel, Joey Donahue. Joey Donahue, one of the star players of that record-setting Beaver team from last season that went 29-3, went to the third round of the state tournament. Joey, I would ask what you're doing, but you've got it advertised right there on your shirt, Kent State Hockey. So you are a Golden Flash, is that right?
Yeah, I'm a Golden Flash.
Well, it's so nice to have you. We saw Riley here last weekend, Riley Hansen. Well, what are your reflections after that incredible season? It all happened so fast, but you guys, just an incredible season. Just what are your reflections on last season?
I mean, it was obviously the most fun I've ever had. It was the best season we've ever had, but it's just way different. Like I miss it, and it's just different not playing. Like I'm playing in college, but just the feel of Beaver Creek's just so different. You got all the fans, like people you go to school, you see in the hallways cheering you on. You got all the buddies you played with your whole life, and you have you up here giving us nicknames and everything, and it's just fun. It's just a whole different feeling playing for here, and it was nice to have such a good year and to be able to do so as good as we did.
So at Kent State, are you playing, I guess this is a club team, is that right?
Yeah, it's ACHA.
What division?
2.
Okay. Well, I wish you guys need to schedule Dayton. You need to schedule UD so you can come down here and play. They have a date open December 9th. They were going to play Indiana Tech, and I guess something happened where they backed out. But tell your coach, if you're not playing December 9th, get down here and play. But what are your thoughts about this team? Is this the first time you've seen the Beavers this season?
Yeah, I've watched last week on YouTube, but it's the first time seeing them in person. But we knew coming in it's going to be a way different team than last year. We graduated 8 guys, so it's just way different. But they're giving it their all. Yeah, they're not looking terrible. It's a process. They gotta figure things out. See as the season goes. Like Coach Gutt says, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So.
Well, talking about Coach Gutt and his system and everything is so unique to play for an Air Force general. It's I played sports growing up, baseball. I played all growing up and everything, and none of my coaches were like that. I didn't have the intention of trying to teach a lot of life skills to you guys. Reflecting back on playing for Coach Gutterman over 4 years, have you been able to apply some of the things that the advice he had for you guys to your life after Beaver hockey?
Yeah, I love Coach Gutt. I told him recently that I took him for granted a little bit because I just miss him. He's such a good coach, and he did teach a lot of life lessons. And the one that stuck with me he told it to just me personally my freshman year. It was like you treat your life like a car. Like the rear of your mirror is this small for a reason. If you stare in the rear of your mirror the whole time, you're gonna crash. So it's like take that as your past, and the front windshield's so big because you're supposed to look there. So it's like always keep looking forward, not looking in the past and everything. And that's kind of how I've applied it to my life many times and everything. So that's just one of the examples. But he's done a lot of shaping us up throughout the years, making us the men we are today. It's been nice.
And what are you studying at Kent State? Do you have a major?
Yeah, I changed it from last time we talked. I was business analytics. I changed it completely. I'm doing physical therapy now. So I'm doing like big medical major. I got to go to school, graduate 4 years, and go to like doctor school basically for 2 to 3 years. So it's going to be a grind, but be worth it.
Now, how did you come to that decision? Did you have any type of physical therapy that inspired you to do that, or how did you come to that?
I don't know. I've always liked like the medicine field, I guess, the medical field, but the one thing with me, I can't do any gruesome injuries or anything, so like I could never be like a doctor, like an athletic trainer. But I was talking to my mom. My mom was a physical therapist in school. Then she switched to be a nurse. But she was like, you should look into PT. It's you just rehab people like they're already healed and everything. And I was looking into it, and it seems like something I'll enjoy. I'll be on my hands and feet talking to people, like rehabbing them, like not just sitting at a desk and stuff. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. Seems fun.
Are you going to try to get into athletics or athletic training or anything like that, or you just work with the general public?
I don't know. I want to try to do like sports med, work with like athletes or something. I don't know the age, but I'm going to try to like rehab people with athletic injuries. That's my goal. Stay around sports a little bit, but.
And how do you like college hockey so far? ACHA Division II. Again, we watch it here with University of Dayton. It's a faster game. It's a harder hitting game. How have you adjusted to that?
It is way different. I knew it was going to be different, but I didn't know it would be this different. But it is a way more physical game. I get put on my butt a lot, but they put the big rig to good use. I sit in front of the net. I do a lot of net front battles, and they want me to be the physical guy hitting people. So I'm getting put to good use, but it is way different. It's more of a team game. Like I don't really skate with the puck too much. We kind of just all use each other, and it's just way different. And there's a lot of different rules too, which is the one rule is Coach Gutt. We love icing the puck here. It gives us a break because we have such only 2 lines. But in college, you ice the puck, you can't change. So it's like a penalty, I guess. Like you ice, you can't change. So I've had to get used to that. It's been a big change for me because I'm so used to just icing it every time I'm gassed. But now I can't. But I don't know. It's been fun.
Now, do you plan on trying to play hockey like beer league hockey or something when you get out of school?
Yeah, I want to try to find something to do. Maybe try to catch up with a couple of old high school people. Me and a couple of old high school people went to Stick and Puck this morning. It was nice. So try to stay around the game, especially with people I played with my whole life. So that'll be fun.
Now, Kent State, that's northeast of here, right? One last question because they're about to start. Are you planning to stay up there, or are you going to try to move back down here when you get out of school?
I don't know. Obviously, it's going to go wherever like my job takes me or whatever, and I still got to see where I'm going, like my grad school, because I have to go to grad school. But I don't know. I do like this area, but I do like the Northeast a lot. I like up by Cleveland. I'm a big Browns fan, so I go to a lot of Browns games now. So.
Well, hey, Tess, best to your folks and your grandparents, and it's great to see you. Say hello to them. And when you get a chance to come back down here, come up and see us again.
I will. Thank you, Ken. Thank you for everything you do. Appreciate it.
The big rig, the diesel. Joey Donahue, he scored, about 30-something goals last year?
40, I don't know.
30 or 40. One of the great players in Beaver hockey history. And we appreciate Joey being with us. Thanks a lot, Joey. Take it easy. Okay, we're ready to get back to it. Third period, Beavers have some work to do, trailing at 4-1. It's been a clean game, only one penalty that I can remember. Got a message from Tracy Zerang, says go Ian Champagne. Opa Elsner says, Joey, sure do miss watching you play. Opa, I'm sure he'll see that comment. I'm sorry I didn't see it before I started talking to him, but I'm sure he'll see that. And Lance Champagne, our executive camera operator, says, go Creek, you can't score if you don't shoot. So that's the message from Sir Lancelot. Wise decision. That's something the old Uncle Kent, remember Uncle Kent's advice, nothing bad can happen by shooting the puck. So let her rip. But I'm not a coach, so don't listen to me. Here's Nick Beam trying to stick handle in front, and he lost the handle on it. There's puck dumped behind the net and then cleared out of the zone. Brody Dow dumps it in behind the Beaver net. No icing. Beavers come back. Elsner. Pass over for teammate Vanden Boss, and that's gets ahead of him. And there's an offside whistled at the St. X blue line. Goal scorers once again in the game. Alex Elsner for Beaver Creek, unassisted. St. X, Steve Wixon scored, assisted by Nick Beam. Miles Fowler, assisted by Travis Gibson. Nick Beam, assisted by Davis Nichols. Davis Nichols. And finally, Colin Duncan, assisted by Fowler and Beam. That's where we're at, folks. 4-1 for these St. X Tigers in the black uniforms. Beavers in their nice cream color home tops and black trunks. Officials for tonight's game. Again, Bill Peck, the long arm of the law, and also Robert Hoppy. There's a shot on the Beaver net, and they score. Champagne was down on one knee. He had his left leg kicked out, but unable to stop it. So as goal number 5 of the game for the Tigers. They lead it now 5-1. We'll get an announcement on the goal who tipped that in. Clock stopped to 12:26 to play in the game.
St. X goal, number 95, Kobe Johnson, assisted by number 11, Daniel Bestenleiter, and 22, Travis Gilson.
Okay, so Kobe Johnson got the goal for St. X, assisted by Dan Bestenleiter and Travis Gibson. And this is game number 3 of the night. PHA won earlier, and in the second game it was a 3-3 tie between the Lake Flyers and the Lexington Thoroughbreds, 2 club teams. There's a shot wide of the Beaver net off the stick of Davis Nichols. Pass for the Beavers up ahead. There's a shot on net, and the save made by Spalding off the stick of Alex Elsner. He didn't get good wood on that shot. It just came off of his stick blade. Did he get second period shots or do no shots?
I have it right now. I have it total of 38 and 6.
What was it?
38 and 6 is what I have right now.
Right now, unofficially, shots on goal, St. X 38-6. So you folks from St. X, another shot, Champagne the save. Yeah, this Beaver Creek team that won this tournament against St. X last year. Much different team, as Joey Donahue mentioned, 8 seniors graduating last year, and all of their top scorers except one, that's Alex Elsner. So it's a much different team. It's a rebuilding project now here in Beaver Creek, so a lot of inexperienced players, and it's just a growing process. There's a shot, Champagne the save. So a much different team for the Beavers. They hope to grow and get better over the next couple of years. I mentioned the Beaver Creek coach, Greg Gutterman, retired Air Force Brigadier General. So he knows very well how to mold young men. There's a shot by Beam, pad save. Gutterman from Minnesota, so he is a lifelong hockey player. He's like for all the kids up there born with skates on. There's a shot right on, saved by Champagne. Nice wrist shot by Cody Johnson. Or I'm sorry, Steve Wixon. I keep getting 95 and 85 mixed up. 85, that's Steve Wixon. W-I-C-K-S-O-N. There's a shot wide of the Beaver net by Charlie Rutherford. Wixon checked in the corner. Puck comes loose to center. Beavers pick it up. Brian Scott, he's ridden into the boards there and along the far side by Wixon. Elsner shoots, pad save by Ethan Spalding. Here's Rutherford back the other way. Pulls the trigger and saved by Champagne. Puck bounced up over his shoulder, and he was afraid it might go in, but it went wide. 8.5 to go. Puck iced by the Beavers, and we'll reset things. New Beavers on the ice. We have got Zach Briding. We've got Isaac Graham. We've got Cam Burns. We've got Chase Newroth. And who else out there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are there enough Beavers on the ice? Looks like there's... Oh, I'm sorry. Mason Washburn is the other Beaver player. Chase Newroth carries to neutral ice. Pulls the trigger, and it's high of the Tiger net. Nice shot, though, by Newroth. He had something on that one. A lot of the Beaver players new to the game, just kind of in their first or second year, some of them, and so they're learning the skating skills and the stick handling skills, and going to try to rebuild the Beaver program. And it was at record heights last season. Here's a shot, stick save, Champagne. Ian Champagne was the starting goalie last year for the Beavers for that record-setting season. Went with 29 wins and 3 losses. There's a cross-checking penalty on, I believe, Chase Newroth of Beaver Creek. The chaser will go in. For a couple of minutes, he'll have a seat.
Beaver Creek penalty, 21, cross-checking, 2 minutes.
I've got that as the Beavers' first penalty, unless I missed one somewhere along the way or didn't write it down. Power play for the St. X Tigers of Louisville, Kentucky. Beam pulls the trigger. Save by Champagne with a big stick. Rebound still loose. It's cleared. Whistling it all the way down the ice was Champagne. It rims all the way back along the far side, and back come the Tigers on a rush. Here's Fowler. Give and go Rutherford. Rutherford cuts in behind the net, centers. Shot. Save by Champagne. Puck still loose. Tigers hold it in. Centering pass, and Champagne pounce on it as it bounds off somebody's stick or skate and bounces in front of the crease, and Champagne will cover it up. Midway through the third period, 7:29 to go. 5-1 in favor of the St. X Tigers. There's Dow moving in. Shot blocked by Lehman off of his skate. A minute left in the power play. They hadn't started the clock. There's some free time. We're going to get some extra free time in this game. Here's Dow, Brody Dow, across left wing into the Beaver zone, side of the net. Centers, now comes over to the right wing. Shot by Gibson and saved by Champagne. Ian saw that one all the way. Half a minute left to go in the Tiger power play. Just under 7 minutes to go in the contest. Look forward to you folks being with us all weekend. We're going to carry all the Beaver Creek games, obviously. Shot, and it's kicked out. And then we will cover with my commentary the championship game on Sunday and the consolation game on Sunday. So if I can still talk at the end of 3 games, we'll be doing all 3 of them on Sunday. Penalty killed off by the Beavers. Dow brings it back in. Drop, pass, shot. Blocked. Another shot by Gibson. Blocked in front, and Champagne will cover it. And now Beston Laner and Lehman getting after it. Number 11, Dan Beston Laner, and number 6, J.J. Lehman of the Beavers. There was another Tiger player involved in that altercation. No penalties are meted out. 6:15 to go. Face off left wing circle of the Beaver zone. It's going to be, who is that? That's Caden Barnes. Caden, interesting spelling, C-A-I-D-E-N, Caden Barnes. He wins the faceoff. Back for teammate Rutherford. Rutherford shoots, save, Champagne, and he'll cover it. And Ian will just kick it back out to the circle. We'll go over the schedule. City Barbecue will sponsor our Player of the Game segment after the contest is over. Here's Mason Washburn, the Avenger. He chucks the puck in behind the Tiger net. Now Charlie Rutherford gets past a couple of defenders, cuts in right in front, and the puck loose in the slot, but cleared away. Tigers reset at center, Armstrong. We'll flip it into the Beaver zone. It's cleared away by Isaac Graham. Back is Rutherford. Icing waved off. Rutherford gets past Wes Briding. Dumps the puck to center, and then it's whistled around off the dasher board around into the near corner of the Beaver zone. Puck centered, but right to a Beaver player, and that is Wes Briding, and he clears it away out of harm's way. Gibson back to get it. Number 22, Travis Gibson. He's checked. Puck comes to center. Here comes Nick Beam. Cutting in. Beam centers for a one-time tip. And unable to get a stick on it was the intended party, I believe, Gibson. Nice centering pass by Beam, and Gibson kind of tied up at the time and was unable to get a stick on the shot. 4:39 to play. Here's Dow centering in the slot. Shot, save. Champagne, that shot off the stick of Miles Fowler, number 19. Nice centering pass. This St. X team, they're big and fast, and they have good passing. Got a message from Kenda Clinic, says, way to go, Nick. That's Nick Beam. There's a shot. Champagne the save. Rebound kicks off to the corner. Fowler picks it up. Fowler, backhander. Champagne the save, and the rebound rolled all the way along the goal line to the other side of the crease, and Champagne dives over to cover it up. It's been a clean game, just a couple of penalties and very few, I'll tell you what, very few offsides, maybe just a couple. Just a couple of icing violations. There's a shot. Champagne stops that golden opportunity a moment ago for number 85, Steve Wixon, to score. He had the wide open left side of the Beaver net, but the puck hopped over his stick. Beavers James Smith checked. There's a shot. Fowler save. Champagne. Puck still loose in the Beaver zone. Right wing circle. Puck centered. Intended for Wixon, but it's cleared away. Beavers playing good defense on that rush. Now here's Beam cutting through the defense, right up the gut, and then loses his footing and goes down. He wipes out behind the Beaver net. Newroth clears it for Beaver Creek. Gibson at center. He'll chuck it right back in the Beaver zone, wrapping it around this near side corner for Isaac Graham. Isaac Graham bangs it off the wall. It's played by number 9, Rutherford of the Tigers. Centering pass intended for Colin Duncan, but he's unable to get a stick on it. Here comes Chase Newroth. Newroth gives it off to Smith. Smith will bang it behind the Tiger net with 2.5 to play. Duncan at center. He's tied up by Elsner. Loose puck is Johnson. Lost the handle. And it kicks free through down back into the Beaver zone. Elsner trying to come away with it. He's unable to. It's picked up, and here's Johnson back into the Beaver zone. Left wing circle. Shot wide of the Beaver net. 2 minutes to play. Kobe Johnson behind the Beaver net. Checked there by Zach Brighting. He still has it, however. Drops it back to the left point. Long shot from there is deflects wide and cleared away. There's a duel between Elsner and Wixon. Elsner trying to come away with it, but he's checked by big Kobe Johnson. Wixon picks the puck back up. Pass at center for number 95, Johnson. Long shot. In and out of the catching mitt of Champagne. 1 minute to go in this one. Here comes J.J. Lehman. Cutting around in front. Fires! Holy mackerel. I don't know if Spalding got a piece of that maybe with his shoulder or arm. Nice play by J.J. Lehman. We need to see more of that. He cut all the way down the ice, cut in from left wing. Nice stick work and a nice shot by J.J. 20 seconds to go. At center it is Cam Clements. Puck picked up by the Tigers. Barrett Armstrong. Pass back to the point for Dow. Comes free to center, and that'll do it. Final score in this one, the St. X of Kentucky Tigers 5 and the Beaver Creek Beavers 1. We are going to hear from our friend Rhonda Shamble. Let's hear from Rhonda once again, and then we'll bring it back here. Again, 5-1 the final. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Beaver Creek battling Beaver hockey.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Shamble, a realtor with Iron Gate and recovering hockey mom. I'm so excited to be a sponsor for Creek Hockey again this season. Several of my clients have sons playing on the team, and that makes it even more special. I'm confident that with Coach Scott at the helm, you'll have another winning season and raise another championship banner. Best of luck to the entire team. Hi, I'm Rhonda Shamble, a realtor with Iron Gate and recovering hockey mom. I'm so excited to be a sponsor for Creek Hockey again this season. Several of my clients have sons playing on the team, and that makes it even more special. I'm confident that with Coach Scott at the helm, you'll have another winning season and raise another championship banner. Best of luck to the entire team.
Or City Barbecue.
Yeah, bring it back to me, and I'll introduce City Barbecue. Back here at a 5-1 final for St. X. Stay tuned for the Player of the Game program, sponsored by our good friends at City Barbecue. You're watching Beaver Creek battling Beaver hockey. Back here at Kettering Ice Arena, we're in round one of the Frozen Creek Tournament, the 27th annual. It was St. X of Kentucky 5 and the Beaver Creek Beavers 1. Player of the game sponsored by City Barbecue. And we have our good friend, the starting goalie of the Beavers, Ian Champagne. Ian, great to see you. Tell us about this one a little bit. In review, you certainly had to make a lot of saves in this one. How did you feel the team played tonight?
Well, we're getting better for sure. I think we just got to focus a little more on our positions. We're definitely learning. There's a lot of new players on the team, so we're definitely learning there. So I appreciate that, the effort that they're putting in, but we just got to get in our positions better more often. Yeah.
Now, you and a few other of the senior players on this team, how have the young players reacted to you guys as you try to help the coaches try to bring these guys along?
They're definitely willing to help, which they're putting in a lot of effort, which is awesome, and it's great to see that they're willing to do that. It's just they're not used to this pace. They're not used to the game of hockey yet, so it's slow, but they're putting in the effort, so I can appreciate that.
Now yourself, a great season last year. How do you? We spoke to Joey Donahue earlier, and we spoke to Riley Hansen last week. Just reflecting back on last season, as far as your memories of last season, what are some of your favorite memories from that record-setting year last year?
I think I don't know. I really do think off ice. I think I enjoyed all the fun that we could have joking around with each other. For on ice, I think just making it as far as we did in the playoffs. I think that's something we haven't done in years, so it was nice to do that. Hopefully we can do it again, but we just got to improve. But last year was definitely a fun year with all the winning that we did.
Now you're helping to bring along a couple of brand new goalies. Do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy kind of being a mentor to the younger players?
It's just nice to see when people improve. I think whether it's from me or from other people, I think it's nice to see just someone get better, including myself, because I can help them as much as I do, but they also help me. So it's nice to see.
Well, you made a lot of great stops tonight, and you've really been sensational to start the season. We get a lot of great comments about you in our online chat during the games, and it's just great to have you out there again this season. So we look forward to the rest of the weekend. So I'm going to let you go to get yourself ready for tomorrow. So thanks a lot, Ian, and thanks for being our player of the game.
Yeah, thank you, Kent. I'm tired.
That is Ian Champagne, a starting goalie of the Beaver Creek Beavers, as the Beavers drop one tonight by a score of 5-1. Let's hear from our folks at City Barbecue once again, as our player of the game segment is sponsored by them. And thanks again to our great friends at City Barbecue. It's great to work with them as far as becoming a sponsor this season. So we'll hear from them, and we'll be back with a quick wrap-up of the game. Again, 5-1 St. X tonight. We'll be back with you here in just a moment. You're watching Beaver Creek battling Beaver hockey. Okay, everybody, we're back. It takes a while to get my old bones back up the stairs. Cherie, how is that tax levy to install the escalator up here going? How's that? Is that making any progress? I'll get that. We'll get the escalator when you sign your 5-year contract. Okay. All right. Quick wrap up, and then we'll bid adieu. Let's catch up on our messages, folks. Michelle Kuntz says, "Hats off to you, Mr. Announcer." Thank you, Michelle. That's very kind. If you're still with us watching, thank you very much for that comment. The Slash Dog X, the Slash Dog, says, even though the result was not great for Beaver Creek fans, still great to see the kids play. As always, Kent's announcing. Thank you very much, Slash. And the camera work is a victory for fans of both teams. Thank you, Slash. Appreciate that. Very nice comment. Chad from Alaska, from the Champagne tribe, says tough game for the Beavers, but we'll get them next game. Hope the boys can shake it off. Go Creek. And of course he's a Cajun, so he spells it that French Cajun way. And Kenda says, good luck St. X this weekend. Awesome game. Thanks, Kenda. Nice to hear from you again tonight. Nice to hear from everybody. And hope to hear from everybody the rest of the weekend. Again, we are going to be here. We'll be back with you for of course, all the games will be streamed on this channel. You'll be able to watch this stream. As far as my play-by-play commentary will be for the Beaver Creek game tomorrow at 2:40, and then against Lake, and the Beaver Creek game against Lexington at 8:45 tomorrow. But then Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. Huh?
Sunday depends on the record.
Right.
But yeah, it's at 10.
But they'll play, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody goes.
Everybody.
At 10?
10.
Will I be awake at that hour?
Only you can answer that, Kent.
You know how it goes for me with games with start time that have AM. But at any rate, the Sunday game, that'll probably be the Beavers because it's third. Yeah, it's the last place with it, right? 5-6. So that's at 10 a.m., followed by a 12 noon game, and then the championship game at 2 o'clock. And we will have all of those games, and we will have me talking through those games as well. So that's the schedule for this weekend. Again, the results tonight: PHA 3, Kilbourne 2, Lake and Lexington tie 3-3. And I'll scribble this in. And St. X 5, Beavers 1. And let's have a quick 3 stars and a hard hat award for this game. Going over the scoring once again, real quick, then we'll get out of here. Hold on, folks. The Beavers open the scoring with Alex Elsner, his first goal of the year, unassisted. And later in the first period, in fact, just a minute later, it was Steve Wixon, assisted by Nick Beam. And then in the first period, Miles Fowler, assisted by Travis Gibson. It was 2-1 Tigers after 1. And the second period, Nick Beam, assisted by Davis Nichols. And Colin Duncan, assisted by Miles Fowler and Nick Beam. And so it was 4-1 after 2. And then the capper on that one In the third period, number 95, Kobe Johnson scores, assisted by Dan Beston-Laner and Travis Gibson. And we don't have any stats for the Tigers, so I don't know how many goals that is for them this season. Otherwise, really a clean game, just a couple of penalties. Very few offsides and icing violations, so a very clean game. Quick 3 stars. The number, did we have shots, final shots? Unofficial?
Well, I sent you the official ones.
59.
Oh, you have the official ones?
Yeah, the official ones are 55-7.
Okay. So, official shots on goal in the game. St. X 55 and Beaver Creek 7. Let's do a quick 3 stars. The number 3 star, I'm going to give that to Beaver goalie Ian Champagne. He stops 50 out of 55 shots. My goodness gracious. And the number 2 star, I am going to give it to let's see. I'm going to give it to Miles Fowler. Miles Fowler of St. X. He had a goal and an assist. The number 1 star of the game, I'm going to give that to Nick Beam of St. X. He had a goal and 2 assists, so 3 points in the game to lead all scorers from either team. So again, the 3 stars, Ian Champagne, the number 3 star from Beaver Creek, Miles Fowler, the number 2 star from St. X, and the number 1 star of the game, Nick Beam, with a goal and 2 assists, is the number 1 star of the game. The Hard Hat Award, I'm going to give it to Alex Elsner of the Beaver Creek Beavers. Alex really all over the place tonight, trying his best. He did score a goal, throwing himself around all over the place out here tonight, trying to make some things happen. So Alex Elsner is our Hard Hat of the night. So that'll do it. It'll wrap things up, and we will be back with you again tomorrow. I just said it, but I can't remember. 2 games tomorrow. 2:40 against Lake. Again, we'll be streaming all the games on this channel, but as far as my commentary, back with the Beavers tomorrow at 2:40 against Lake, and then tomorrow night, 8:45 against Lexington. So thanks again. Any final comments? I know we got them all. Thanks to everybody from both the Beaver contingent and the St. X folks who chimed in as well. Appreciate hearing from everybody, and we'll see everybody the rest of the weekend in this Frozen Creek tournament. Speaking for our videographer, Sir Lancelot, and who else helped you? Was it Mr. Briding and Adam?
Yeah.
Mr. Briding, that's Cliff Briding and Adam Schrader. Thanks to those guys for they are our interns. That's right, intern videographers. Learning from Sir Lancelot, the nobleman of the Round Table. And for our producer engineer, Cherie Champagne, and for production assistant, again in absentia, the Eskimo. This is Kent Jacobs reminding you again the final score, St. X of Kentucky 5, Beaver Creek 1. Until tomorrow afternoon, we bid you good night from the Kettering Ice Arena.